Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my little part of the internet. And, well, I'm guessing you've noticed the painting's still up. And I've actually got a bunch of boxes back here, a PlayStation, an Xbox, another PlayStation box. And that's because we never even got the trucks. We didn't even get that far because something happened. Let me explain. So, I'm broken. Just to start things off, for the last 3-4 weeks, I have been working anywhere between 70 and 52 hours a week. I would have about 5 to 6 hours of sleep. Nightmare after nightmare. There were times where my body couldn't even freaking get me up out of bed. My knees are a fucking mess. I could barely stand. It hurt. It physically was extremely painful. I'm broken. The dickheads and the bullies in high school, they never broke me. Those two bitches in Japan, they never broke me. This place in this town, they fucking broke me. I've never been this bad. So, in my last vlog, I was talking about the trucks arriving on a Sunday, which was supposed to be the 21st, I think it was. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, so the trucks were supposed to arrive on Sunday the 21st, and I was taking the day off, along with my father-in-law, and we were going to load up the truck and head down first thing Monday morning at about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. We were going down to Kingston, down there to drop all our stuff off into storage because we didn't want to, rent a storage truck while it's winter, because winters up here are just unforgivable. They really are. So, the truck was supposed to arrive on Sunday, and then all of a sudden, my father-in-law injured his shoulder. He's had problems with it before, but this time it was worse. It was way worse. His entire shoulder blade, all the way down, I was about to say trachea. That's your throat. His all his muscles in his shoulders, everything. It's all fucked up. So there were days where he's just basically struggling to get out of bed and he couldn't even move. So instead of driving down, I had to take every single one of his shifts. And we had to cancel the truck. No more moving. So while that was happening, I cancelled the truck. I cancelled the storage shed. And I called my wife and explained the situation, and then my wife took advantage of it and went down to visit her grandmother in Toronto. Not that that's a problem. So for the last month, my father-in-law has been severely injured. He couldn't work at all. He can barely even walk some days. He's in that much pain. So with my wife down in Toronto, dealing with all the shit down there, I'll get onto that later. But I pretty much have been pulling 52 and 70-hour work weeks for the last 4 weeks now, month almost. Yeah. So he's been in bed 24/7, and if he can move, he's barely even moving. So it's literally just been up to myself and my mother-in-law to run the store for the last month. And it's exhausting. It really is. She's working, almost 30 or 40 hours a week. I'm working 52 to 70, so I'm fucking exhausted. Without break. Like, if I was lucky, I'd get a day off, but that day off is literally just spent sleeping. So my body's just completely fucked. So, about a week ago, to add to the anxiety and all the horribleness, I got a call from my CIC handler, my immigration agent, and she basically said that my PR card will be issued after the interview that we have, and I'm like, awesome. And in order to do that interview, once I do the interview, you can't travel out of the country unless you have your PR card. Now, if you know your PR card or all the information about this, your PR card is basically like a second passport. You need it to get into Canada if you're a permanent resident. You need it whenever you travel. If you lose it, you're fucked. So basically, she was going to issue that card while I was out of the country on the trip, meaning I would never be able to get back into Canada. So for 3 anxiety-filled days of working 50 hours, 52 hours, working my ass off, and then coming home for anxiety of, you're not getting out of here. This fear has been in my head for fucking days of this, you're not getting out of here, you're stuck here. No little holidays for you. You stay here. And so my father-in-law came up to me around this time and he said, hey, I want to buy you out of your trip. And I'm like, I can't let you do that, Peter. He's going, how much was it? How much did you spend? You and my daughter spend? And I'm like, for me, almost 4 or 5 grand, which isn't really the truth, but I need to go on this trip. I'm going loopy. I've had literally 2 or 3 days off this year. Like, literally outside of Thunder Bay. That's it. For everything else, I've been working. And I said, look, I can't do that. And he's going, oh, Christ. So I get a hold of my my CIC agent. And I said, look, hey, is there any way that we can fix this? And she said, oh, yeah, we can postpone the interview. And we can postpone that until you come back on your trip. And I'm like, oh, my God, thank you. I am so grateful to her. Because my lawyer's shit. Apparently, I was able to do the August trip, which I'm still fucking pissed off about because my lawyer kept saying, oh, you can't go, you're about to get your permanent residency. Still haven't got it. Yeah. So, yeah, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's this going to Australia and Japan, which I'm going to vlog. I'm vlogging while I'm there, so I don't know if I'm going to do daily. I'm hoping that I'm going to do daily vlogs while I'm there, because I enjoy YouTube. I like doing daily vlogs, and this is just a nice little adventure, so I think I will do it, but I'm not 100% sure. I might just be Japan that I do the daily vlogs on. Anyway, so my wife, getting back to it, my wife was in Toronto for a little over a week and a half, and she had her own problems. Her sadistic nut job of a grandfather made her life a hell, her carer's life a hell. Sorry, his carer's life a hell, and his wife's life a hell. I mean, nothing really's changed, but he's fucking nuts. She got to use the car once, and that was it for the whole time that she was there. He tried to take the keys away and then just started hiding them. To which my wife had to freaking take the bus. So, yeah, her entire time down there was no holiday. My time off when I left work from people whinging about wanting free shit, because yeah, everyone's entitled to. If something goes wrong, I have to get everything in the store. I'm going to talk about that one of these days. People in this town are just absolute scum. If something goes wrong, and I mean something minor, like, oh yeah, if the driver's out the front, we can't get a hold of you. Well, I should get something for free. You should give me a discount. Yeah, people like that shit me up the wall. They really do. So, with all that, and my mother-in-law being drunk off of fucking tits as always, I just need to go. So after the trip, I think wifey and I are going to have to bite the bullet. We're going to have to spend a bit of extra money, and I think we're going to pay to get a removalist truck to take our stuff, because who knows what's going to happen. I'm so sick of this. I'm done with all of this. I'm done with this town. I'm done with everything. And that's one of the things that I'm thinking about very seriously. And that's if I want to stay in Canada, or if I want to go back to Australia. And I just don't know anymore. I really don't. Yeah. Well, let's leave it on that somber note. I'll talk to you all some other time. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll be a happy person, because everyone loves being happy on YouTube, because that's what we're all happy about. We're all happy for being on fucking YouTube.